Okay, so really quick, I'm going to show you how to do these action scripts. Essentially, we are coming in from Chris's camera at a resolution of, what did I say, 6720 by 4480. So that's the size of this image that I've made here just as a test. Basically, I'm going to show you how we're going to make this action script. So we'll just start from scratch here. I'm going to create a new script by going to Window Actions over here, or Alt F9. I'm going to create a new action. Let's call this BG Removal. Alright, so I'm going to take this little script we got right here. Alright, we'll just leave it there for now. Record is enabled, so it's going to start recording any actions that I take. So the first thing that we're going to do is select all, Command A, and you can see that set selection pops up over here. And this is super easy. All we're going to do is click select and mask at the top of the screen, and it's going to bring us into this mask mode. And then we're going to hit select subject up at the top here again and hit OK. And just like that, it's removed our background. Now I'm anticipating that one we don't have as clean of a background as this, it might not come out as cleanly, and there may be some additional stuff that we need to do with a brush, but for now I think we'll be okay. So we're going to hit OK over here, and now I'm going to click that lock in order to unlock that background layer. I'm going to select the inverse by right-clicking, backspace to delete, and we see that all that has happened. Great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my marquee tool. I'm going to go to fixed size and make sure that it's set to 4480 by 4480, and then I'm going to click and drag this over here so that we're just about level. Okay, so now I've set my selection, and we're going to hit image, crop, and get rid of that. Okay, so now we've got a 4480 by 4480 square with the background removed. We're going to go to image and hit image size. We're going to change this to 1080 by 1080 and hit OK. So now we have removed our background, we have scaled it, we have cropped it. Now we need to save it. So I'm going to hit Save As. I'm going to go over to this folder I've created called 1080 BG Removed, and I'm going to save it there. Bam. So that is done. That's the process that we're going to be going through. This might be a manual process. It might not. We might decide to not have that save as part of this process so that you can just manually kind of eyeball it and tweak it if we need to, and then you can save it out manually. The other cool thing about this action script, though, is now that we've made this BG removal script over here, we can apply this to other images. So if I go over to this folder where I've made a couple other images, actually we can just go over here. So here's another image, but actually I want to do it to the whole folder. So we're going to go over to where I have these images, and we're going to just start with 6720 by 4480 images. So we're going to go over here, we're going to go to Automate, we're going to hit Batch, and now it's going to have the action that we already have selected kind of in place already, so we don't even need to change anything there. We're going to choose our folder, and our folder is going to be this 6720 by 4480 folder, and then the destination folder is going to be this one that we say 1080 background removed, and we're going to select that. I've already gone in here and added naming convention. So it's going to be the document name followed by background removed and then the extension name. So we're good to go. I'm just going to hit OK, and it's going to quickly scroll through and do this to all of the different images. And that one doesn't work because it had the wrong image size in there already. Not to worry. Okay, so it saved these all as Photoshop documents. That means that I fucked up during the save, so I'm going to go back in here and I can edit this action by double clicking on it, and instead of saving this as a Photoshop file, we need to save it as a PNG file so that we can get that background transparency. We're going to hit save. Okay, so now I'm going to run back over here, delete all these guys, bye-bye, and now we're going to run this automation script one more time. Should be all set and ready to go. So you can batch run this, or you can run this one at a time on individual photos. Again, this one is going to be fucked because I don't have the right aspect ratio in there. But yeah, so that is the deal, and now we have our photos, and if we look at them, details, we see that they are 1080 by 1080, and we can see the transparency. So that is all going to be stored to a folder. What I need you to do before the gig tomorrow on your computer, you're going to install a program called Resilio Sync. Resilio Sync is a lot like Google Drive or Dropbox in that it allows you to sync files across multiple machines. What's different about this is that it works on the BitTorrent protocol, and it will work over a local area network that's not connected to the internet. So I just need you to go and install it. It's free. Go to resilio.com and we can, let's see, resilio.com, and just hit products, no, sure, products, no, we want sync home, free download, and just safe, it's for home use, and then bam. So get this installed on your machine ahead of time, because we're going to have very little time tomorrow on site to get this all configured, and this will need to happen kind of ahead of time. So just get that installed and we'll be able to go from there, and this way we'll be able to share a folder from your machine that will sync to my machine and to Thorn's machine, just like all of these folders are currently doing. Alright, that is it for now. Let me know if you got any questions. Thanks.